Hello, I'm Bill LeMay, and thank you for watching Community Matters. We hope you'll continue to watch as we discuss issues facing our community and provide you with the resources and information needed to find solutions. The Family Resource Center South Atlantic has been providing prevention and intervention services to families and communities in this area for over 20 years. Today we're going to learn about what they do, who they serve, and why their work is so vital to our communities. Joining me first is Derrick Byrd, a founding member and program director at the center. And Derrick, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
How about a quick overview of family services and what you do?
Okay, well, the Family Resource Center has been in existence for 23 years. We were established in 1995 when there were the state of the Department of Social Services were looking to establish family resource centers across the state. So myself, along with a few other community members and the Smart Start Board, received a planning grant to establish a family resource center. So we are still serving on the board, and I'm now a member of the staff. So we are providing a lot of different services over the years, and currently we provide a number of services, one being our fatherhood program, Day-to-Day Dads, which you'll hear about later on. That program, we were the only nonprofit in North Carolina who received a federal 5-year, $5 million grant to provide responsible fatherhood programming in Wake and Durham and Edgecombe counties. We also have programs featuring helping with bullying, teens against bullying. We help parents who have juveniles involved in the juvenile justice system, so we help them to increase their capacity to work with their teenagers who are finding themselves in trouble. We also have we are the only agency in the state of North Carolina who has the HIPPY program, which was a program founded by then First Lady Hillary Clinton. HIPPY is a preschool program where we go into the homes and help parents who have 3 to 5-year-olds learn reading and literacy and help their children be more ready for school, for kindergarten. And we also have reentry programs, which are the programs I oversee. We have a federal funded program that helps to work with formerly incarcerated individuals who are leaving the correctional centers to help them to re-enter successfully in the community by helping them with basic needs, housing, and particularly employment and career development and training, because that's what's going to keep them from going back into reincarceration or being rearrested. And then we have a program through the Capital Area Reentry Council where we support those individuals here in Wake County. So we do a lot of different programs now we've had over the years that basically seeks to help families and individuals acquire the skills, social and emotional skills, to become self-sufficient.
Well, yeah, you've been very successful at it, or you wouldn't be around as long as you have.
Yes. And
gotten the support you have. Who are these individuals? Is there a common theme? I know they're all individuals, so they're all unique, but is the folks that you're helping, is there something that that runs common among all of them that we might be able to focus on?
All of the programs help to really serve families, and we don't necessarily have, most of our programs thankfully are not income-based in order to qualify or have any other criteria. So we're very open to working with any and all families. We primarily do work largely with low-income and African American and Latino families, because they always are necessarily not able to access the services that they really need and through other systems. So that's kind of some of the commonalities. I mean, some of the problems and challenges that families face are pretty similar across the board. You know, everybody's just trying to figure out how they can best, get through and manage life and have the skills necessary to be able to get the services that they need to meet their challenge, their needs.
That would include all of us. Absolutely,
yes.
No question about that. How involved do the individuals and families get in the programs, and I mean, what's expected of them?
Well, fortunately for us, we do, once the families do get involved with our programs, they become very immersed in what we're doing, and they are very involved in the services that we offer. We offer a lot of workshops and activities, and so we generally always have a very good participation and attendance at all of our programs and events. We have very good track record in really involving and engaging a very number of diverse groups of people.
Well, I guess you'd be very motivated. It's a group that you're helping, and all of these folks want to, all of us want to be happy and safe and sound, and our kids happy, and the family is so important. What are some of the barriers that these families are up against that you help them through? Some of the challenges they face.
Well, I think some of the barriers are specific and unique to the different demographic groups. Like, for example, for the population we work with that's coming out of incarceration or secure confinement, just having a criminal record, it bars them from a lot of things. It really prevents them from really getting housing. It prevents them from really getting good jobs and restoring their driver's license and things of that sort. So that's one particular barrier and challenge that group has. There's always gaps in services or access to services depending on where families live, particularly in rural counties that we serve and provide services in, where there is just not as many resources, such as in a place like Wake County. There's very limited resources in a lot of the other rural counties that we work in.
Can I just ask personally, how's it impacted you? I mean, when you see these families and individuals and they become part of the program, and they're here, and then when now they're here, what has that meant to you?
Well, what it does for me and how it impacts me is that it really drives me to really, because this work is not confined just to what I do at the Family Resource Center, because you really have to then go beyond and outside of the organization to really advocate and become a social change agent and look at systems and how they can be reformed, looking at their policies and procedures and barriers that they are creating for families. So a lot of that work that I do to help make sure that the systems are being responsive to what we're seeing with families is something that has to occur outside of the agency and outside of the programs that we offer. So that I really have like a double life.
If you're dealing with changing the system, you got a job for life.
Right. So that really is. So that's the 9 to 5, and then that's the 5 and after.
What a pleasure, sir. What an honor to meet you, and thank you for what you do.
Well, thank you.
All right, stick around. Next, we're talking more about the Family Resource Center and the NC Fatherhood Conference. We'll be back.